Hello friends and welcome back to our kitchen. Happy New Year. I hope you guys had the best New Year. I hope you had the best Christmas. Bunky and I did, and we've kind of taken this past week off to just take a breather and relax over this very busy holiday season. And it's been so nice because it has given us a lot of time to plan and dream and come up with ideas and really fun things that we are looking so forward to this next year and bringing you guys along with us. And so to kick off this new year, we thought that we would share with you our top 5 recipes of 2024. Now, you know we make a lot of really good things around here, so it's very hard to pick out our top 5. So these recipes blew us away, and if you have not made them yet, you absolutely need to. And I do want to say a big thank you to Thrive Market for sponsoring a portion of today's video. But without further ado, in no particular order, let's jump into these favorites. All right, it is dinner time, and Bunky and I are excited for dinner tonight. We are gonna make like a creamy mozzarella pasta bake, so kind of like a casserole. And I was in the grocery store, I saw the seasoning packet, it caught my eye, and I was like, I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna use it here soon. Basically, anytime I see something that's called like garlic parmesan, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably gonna buy it. It's like my favorite flavor, you know? So I saw this and I was like, gosh, that sounds like it would be really, really good on chicken. And then I saw this recipe and I was like, I'm gonna marry the two together. Because
match made in heaven. This
is gonna give that recipe more flavor and just be really good. So for this recipe, you do need cooked chicken. So you can use a rotisserie chicken, leftover chicken, however you want to do it. We're gonna go ahead and cook ours in the air fryer. That way it's like really simple and fast. So let me show you how we're gonna use this. I have the mouth waters because I'm so excited. So this is what the little packet looks like, and it's very like simple directions. It says to just like coat your chicken in some oil, and then you'll put this in a bowl and then just toss your chicken in it. So like so easy. Now y'all know me, I want to give as much flavor as possible. So instead of using oil for our chicken, I'm going to use a little bit of this roasted garlic vinaigrette because that has oil in there. And that way it just like takes the flavor over the top. So I'm going to put some of this in my bag with the chicken, and then we'll get this in our bowl and then just go ahead and coat our chicken really well. One extra little chicken tender and not enough batter, so that one's just gonna be plain Jane. But I'm gonna put these in the air fryer on 400 for like 12 minutes. And then our water is boiling over here, so we're gonna go ahead and get our pasta cooking. You can use whatever you have on hand or whatever you want. We just have the farfalle. I love saying it. So this is what we're gonna use, but I also think that like rotini or something like that would be really good in here as well. And what's great is like the chicken has, you know, about 12 minutes. These will take about 12 minutes, give or take. And then I'm gonna make the sauce while both of those cook, so it all should come together at the exact same time. So to our oil, I'm gonna add a good amount of garlic. And we want to let this just kind of like saute in here until it's fragrant. You don't have to do this part because it's not in the recipe, but I'm adding in a few little red pepper flakes.
It's just always a nice addition in my opinion.
I think it is. Like sometimes it just gives a little something. And then to this, go ahead and add in your heavy cream. And then to thicken this sauce and give it more flavor, we're going to add in a good amount of parmesan. A good amount. And you can't have creamy mozzarella pasta bake without mozzarella. So also a good big handful of that too. Then kind of just keep stirring this and let it kind of like simmer on low until all that cheese is melted and our sauce gets like really nice and creamy. And I am going to add like a pinch of salt in here, lots of pepper. And then the recipe calls for Italian seasoning. I know I told y'all in a video recently how much we like love this little zesty Italian salad dressing seasoning mix. So I'm gonna add that in there because I feel like this just has such a good like little zip So I'm gonna do like, I don't know, teaspoon, tablespoon, little extra, why not? Okay, chicken is done. Look at how delicious this chicken looks. I gotta take a bite. This one broke, so like I'm gonna go ahead and have a piece so I can like taste the flavor of that seasoning packet before it goes into our casserole. I gotta also say that I love me some air fryer chicken.
I know.
It comes out perfect every single time. It's not dried out. It takes like 10 minutes. It is so good.
I know. We say that every single time we make little chicken tenderloins in the air fryer.
We gotta make them like that more often.
I know.
If y'all make your chicken like that, you should, because it is like such a good little kitchen hack.
Well, test that out and tell us if we got some actual air fryer crisp on it.
Bunky. Oh my gosh.
Delicious.
No, you're like gonna lose it. The seasoning that is in that packet, I'm about to go buy like 10 of them. All right, so I've got like my lightly greased 9x13. I'm gonna go ahead and add in our pasta. So you just want to make sure that like everything is nice and coated. So mix it up really well. And then we're just going to top it off with a little bit more mozzarella and parmesan on top. Y'all, does this not look absolutely mouth-watering, amazing? I'm so excited.
Let me do the honors here.
Okay,
for you.
So literally that's it. So simple. This is gonna go in the oven at 375 for like 20 minutes, and then we are gonna be eating so good.
It's gonna be the longest 20 minutes ever.
I'm gonna go and turn this off. I put the broiler on for just like 2 minutes, but I would say it is probably ready. Do you hear it? Mm-hmm. It is bubbling. Wow. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this is probably gonna be one of our favorite recipes of all time. Now, just to give this a little bit of color and like freshness, I'm gonna add just a pinch of like this basil. Wow, oh my gosh.
This is my half, that's your half?
Pretty much that's how it's gonna go, yes.
Oh my Lanta.
Oh my gosh. Bunky, why does this look just so amazing?
Bomb.
Wow. Give us the rundown.
Passes the sniff test.
I'm gonna take a bite while you take a bite.
I'm just gonna go ahead and go out on a limb here and say that this is probably gonna replace
Chicken
Alfredo for me.
I think so.
Like, I think this
That's crazy for us to even say though.
Like, this has me grinning.
I feel like I haven't taken a bite yet, but it feels like the sauce almost made that chicken stay just so tender.
Mm-hmm. There are no words to describe it.
You're speechless?
I'm actually left speechless right now. It's like the way that that sauce and this pasta played together while they were in the oven.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that sauce.
Y'all know when we whisper, we love it. We're over here whispering.
It's like it's just so...
It's magical.
It's just magical.
Before we jump into this next recipe, I do want to say a huge thank you to Thrive for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I know I've shared Thrive Market several times on my channel, but if you are not familiar, they are an online membership-based grocery store that makes healthy living easy and affordable for everyone. And I truly just love the deals that I get on Thrive Market. Now, I usually order a lot of the same things over and over again, but one of my favorite things is trying new fun stuff. And because I order a lot of the same things over and over, they actually have a buy it again. So whenever I log on to Thrive Market, it shows me all of the things that I constantly purchase so that I can just easily add them to my cart. And once I get to $49, I know that I'm gonna get free shipping. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am so excited for this. You guys know one of my favorite meals involves a Japanese barbecue sauce of sorts, and I have never tried this one but always wanted to. And something that I love about Thrive Market is they vet all of these products to make sure that they are using the most highest quality ingredients, and you're not going to have like artificial colors in there, dyes, synthetic, anything. Like, you know that the products that you're ordering from Thrive Market are healthy and great for you and your family. I've heard really good things about this Japanese barbecue sauce, and I am so excited to try it out. Another new thing that we are trying out for the first time are these Kodiak Flapjack Power Cups. I thought these would be a really great, like, on-the-go breakfast. They are protein pancakes. Oh, a favorite that I always get. Boom Chicka Pop.
Yeah, which flavor? White cheddar.
I got the white cheddar. This is one of our favorite popcorns.
Yeah, the sweet and salty one's good too,
It's
though.
so good. And then, of course, I don't make a Thrive Market order without getting my Siete sea salt vinegar chips. Now, another reason that I love to get these from Thrive Market is because I find them for the best price there. It's always lower than what they are in the grocery store. And something that is so cool is that when you see something that is a better price somewhere else, Thrive Market will price match for you so that they guarantee you are getting the lowest price. Because I've been making my sea salt maple lattes in the morning, I was like, I want to try Thrive Market's dark organic maple syrup. I'm excited for this. I love that shopping on Thrive Market is just easy. It is stress-free. I can do it from the comfort of my own home in my pajamas, might I add. And it is delivered right to my front doorstep. And if you have not tried Thrive Market, now is the time to do so, because they just started their New Year sale. So they have marked down over 800 products. And I'm talking brands like Siete, Chomps, Primal Kitchen, Poppy, like the best things are marked down even further. And we're talking 30% off these top brands and top products. Plus, if you go to thrivemarket.com/Jessica O'Donohue, I'll have this link down below in the description box, you are going to get 30% more off your first box and a free gift up to $60 in value. And their free gifts are amazing. If you know, you know. And now is the perfect time to kickstart your year, stock up and save on some of your favorite brands and groceries. You know, whenever you're scrolling social media and you come across a recipe that you cannot hit save fast enough, that is this recipe for me. I saw this girl make homemade chicken tenders at her house, and if you know me, you know that's my very favorite food in the entire world. And Bunky and I make my mom's version of chicken tenders quite often. It's one of my favorite things as well. Those are a little bit healthier. We're going all out today. We are making like true fried chicken tenders. Mouth is watering, so excited. But if you saw our previous video where we went to Wilmington, I was telling you guys how we went to this restaurant and they had this sauce called mess sauce, and I like took a mental note of all of the ingredients in this sauce, and I told you guys I wanted to try and recreate it at home. So I'm actually gonna recreate that to dip our chicken tenders in. So like Bunky and I are real excited about tonight's dinner. So I have all of our stuff kind of laid out over here. We'll go ahead and get our chicken tenders in our little buttermilk mixture and get them seasoned up, because these need to go back in the fridge for about an hour to marinate, and then we'll make our mess sauce. So I just got some chicken tenders here that I got in my Butcher Box order. And I do want to say a huge thank you to Butcher Box for sponsoring today's video. I'll tell you more about them in just a little bit. Okay, so first thing that we need to do with these chicken tenders is season them really well. And this is gonna be like most of your flavor. We'll also season the flour, but you wanna make sure you don't skip out on this part. So to season ours, I'm gonna do a little bit of just like regular seasoned salt, and then I'll do a good amount of garlic, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of smoked paprika in there, and then just some black pepper. If you wanna add onion powder, feel free.
Yes, please.
Per Bunky's request, I'll add a little bit of onion powder. As you toss, I'm gonna add a little bit more seasoning so you can make sure everything's like nice and coated.
Full coverage.
Now, to my perfectly seasoned chicken tenders, I'm gonna add in 1 whisked egg, because this is gonna help the flour mixture adhere to the chicken better. So toss that in, and then I feel like this is what makes them. Just go ahead and cover these with some buttermilk.
The tenderization.
Buttermilk just makes like fried chicken so much better. And then we're just gonna cover this and pop it in the fridge for about an hour. Okay, 3 things I wanna tell you. 1, we have our friends come over tonight for dinner, and they don't like love a lot of spice, and they have little kids, but if they were not coming over to have dinner with us, I would totally throw a little bit of cayenne in there, okay? Just so you know.
Yeah. I was thinking that a little bit of that sweet heat would have been nice.
That would have been really good too.
But we had to nix that.
We toned down the heat in there. And then secondly, if y'all remember, this was a couple of months ago, we made those steak fingers, and they were like some of the best thing, like one of the best things we've ever eaten. Remember how I told you like that was my favorite?
Oh, I couldn't forget.
Well, I have been thinking about those so much, and I told Bunky a couple of days ago, I was like, I want to make those steak fingers again like this week. And then I saw the chicken fingers and I was like, well, this is kind of the same thing. I want to try something new. So anyway, that's how this all came to be, but I gotta make this again. And thirdly, we are putting ours in the fridge for about an hour, but if you wanted these to like sit in there for 3 hours, 5 hours overnight, you totally can. The longer you let them sit in the fridge, like the more marinated they're gonna be. So don't feel like you can only do an hour. Like let them sit if you want to. Bunky said he has something funny to tell me.
Yes, because now we're about to make the sauce that perfectly describes you, Bunky.
Mess sauce?
A mess. A hot mess.
Okay, so the base of this sauce at the restaurant was mayonnaise and sour cream. And I told you guys I wanted to try and recreate it like a little bit healthier. Now, if I had like Primal Kitchen avocado mayo, I would use that. I don't, so I'm just using regular mayonnaise today. But instead of sour cream, I'm gonna do just like plain Greek yogurt. So I'm gonna start with exactly what that mess sauce had in it, and I'm gonna add just a couple of my own touches to it, okay?
Well, would it be a Bunky recipe without having
No, it would not.
changed it up a little bit?
Okay, Greek yogurt going in, and I will say, I think I've told you guys this before, whenever you like doctor up Greek yogurt with like a lot of seasonings and stuff, I really feel like you cannot tell the difference between that and sour cream.
Oh yeah, I almost prefer Greek yogurt instead of sour cream now.
Yeah, okay, we had a little bit of an explosion here.
That mustard bottle was a little pressurized.
It was. Okay, so to that, we're gonna add in some stone ground mustard, and that's kind of my favorite part of that sauce, so I'm gonna generously kind of add this in as I make a mess with it. Literally what you just said.
Mess sauce.
Mess sauce. Now, next ingredient is horseradish. So you can add as little or as much of this as you want to, depending on your like spice level. So I'm gonna go in with just, I don't know, a tablespoon or so. You think that's good?
One more squeeze. There it went.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And then I have some garlic paste. If you just want to do like minced garlic, fresh garlic, garlic powder, whatever you want, and just put a good amount of garlic in there.
That stuff though, that's gonna like just disappear.
Permeate in there. Now I think besides like a little salt and pepper, that's all they put in theirs. I want to do just the tiniest splash of Worcestershire. Give it a little dip. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of dill in here because I think that flavor combo would be so good. Now I know how much you love baby whisk. So I'm gonna let you stir it for us.
You're playing jokes on me with the baby whisk
Bunky,
today.
you love baby whisk. That looks so good.
Oh, this stuff right here, I'm telling you, like when we got like 2 extras of this after we had the first one, right?
And you had to pay for extra sauce. We were like, we're willing to pay the 75 cents each.
Yeah, it's kind of like going to Zaxby's, you know?
Yeah.
Gotta buy extra sauce.
What are you thinking?
That is good.
Does it need something? Is it too much of something?
No, it's perfection actually.
You really think so?
Yeah, you should taste it.
I just dipped a little chip in there to try this, and it is delicious. You can like kind of taste that horseradish on the back end, which I really like.
Yeah.
There is a good amount of mustard. I probably could take in out like a teaspoon less mustard.
Yeah, like 1 squeeze.
1 squeeze. But the flavors in there are so incredible. And I will say, I really like the little addition of dill because I feel like it just kind of brightens it. Mm-hmm. This is delicious. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge so it can kind of marry together before we make our tenders. We'll make those in about an hour. I cannot even begin to tell you how excited I am, okay? It is time to finally cook these chicken tenders. So I'm gonna go ahead and make our little flour dredge. I have some oil getting hot behind me. It will test it by doing like a little flour sprinkle in there.
The old flour drip, drip.
Yes. So to our flour, also gonna add in a little bit of cornstarch. The girl whose recipe I saw, she says that the cornstarch just helps make them like a little bit crispier. Whereas flour isn't quite that crispy when you fry it. She did equal parts. I'm not gonna do quite equal parts, but
Yeah, I was a little leery of that because, you know, I just don't know what, like if cornstarch puts off flavor, you know what I mean?
I wasn't sure about that either.
Yeah.
But I feel like it does need it, but I just don't want to do like a whole cup of cornstarch, a whole cup of flour, you know?
Oh yeah.
And then we just want to carry the same seasonings throughout. So everything that I season the chicken with, I'm also going to season our flour with. So good amount of smoked paprika. I've got my salt and my pepper shaker. A little bit of salt in there.
Oh yeah.
Pepper, She was saying like once you put your seasonings in your flour and mix it up, like basically you want to be able to see the little specks of seasoning in there, and that's how you know you've seasoned your flour good enough. Adding some garlic in here. You know, pretty decent amount. Since I already added a little bit of salt, I'm not gonna do too much, but I'll do a little bit of seasoned salt. If y'all remember whenever I did my steak fingers, I put a little bit of the buttermilk mixture, marinade, whatever, into my flour because that's what gives you those little...
I wanna call them cragglies.
I was gonna say kernels, so
yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say. It's what makes the chicken tenders have that like extra... something on the breading.
Like those ridges and little
And that's my favorite part.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, this is like my dream dinner, okay? Okay, Bunky's gonna work our dredging station and we're gonna do flour, back and batter, flour. Okay? But since your hands are already gonna get dirty, go ahead and like stick them in there and do your little bit of buttermilk into your flour.
Like
yeah.
So?
Yeah. Get it a little bit wet.
Oh.
Yes, perfect.
Trying to keep one can like semi-dry, you know?
Yeah.
And then the other one is my...
Because if you don't, you end up with like a claw.
You end up with the, claw fingers. Club fingers. Oh, I just broke my own rule that I just said.
These look so good. Bunky, do you want to do our little test to see if this is hot enough?
I have the perfect. We can make like little, we have like little hush puppies right here that we can make. Wait,
We could.
Let me see if I can get us a little hush puppy going. All right, we ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna make a little piece of fried dough bread.
Oh my gosh, you are not kidding.
Woo! Look at that. We have like the perfect temp going.
Like when it starts shimmering, that's when you know it's perfection. And then these should cook for about 5 minutes, but you don't want to turn them for at least 2. If you turn them too early, the breading can like fall off, so just let them sit for the first 2 minutes and then we'll flip them.
You gotta be patient with that chicken because you get in there too soon, you're losing that, everything that you just worked for, you know what I mean? So.
Okay, please look at how incredible these look. So we're doing a wire rack so that they can like cool off and not be...
You wanna get the wire rack going because when you have that direct contact with, say, a plate on a paper towel, that leads to mushy, undesirable lack of crunch.
You want the crust to stay crusty all the way around.
Yes.
So we're letting them cool in wire rack, but as soon as they come out, take some like flaky sea salt and just hit them on top.
Hit it.
That is going to be amazing. Okay, next batch going in. And by the way, we cooked these for like 5 to 6 minutes.
See that? This right here?
That is money. That's like what you want. Last little bit of flaky salt going down. I am just like overjoyed with how amazing these turned out. If I went to a restaurant, this is like the exact type of chicken tender I'm looking for. Breading style and everything.
Yeah, like, I'm not the kind of person who orders chicken tenders at a restaurant, but if they had brought these out to you, I would be reaching onto your plate.
Yes.
Like, these look so good. Like,
Yo.
I'm down to make these anytime.
And then dipping them in our mess sauce. I forgot about the mess sauce for a minute.
Come on now.
Now, just so you guys know, we are having a salad with our chicken tenders, but we're gonna wait till our friends get here to put all our toppings on. We gotta go ahead and taste test before they get here.
Waiting.
Make sure.
Oh, I can taste test it now?
Yeah, just on our salad.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Give us a crunch. Let us hear it.
It's like a little cave of crunchy.
Wow, I heard that crunch.
I mean, you can like see the batter
Yeah.
around it. These are so good just by itself. You don't even need sauce. Like no No dunks necessary.
Okay, but try it with our mess sauce.
I can't believe you let me go first.
I'm shocked at myself.
This is so good.
It's so good. Okay, let me try.
You know what would be good in there too, though?
What?
That little bit of cayenne pepper that we want.
Bunky.
Right? The buttermilk made those like so... You know when you get a really good piece of fried chicken and it's just so tender?
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. I said this about the steak fingers too. It's almost like you have this thought in your head of like making chicken tenders or whatever at home is like gonna be hard. But it was actually so incredibly simple.
I feel like the process that we just went through was so much easier than a lot of meals that we actually make.
That is what I'm saying. And if I can make my favorite thing at home and it tastes better than going to the restaurant, we're saving money and it's probably better like ingredients, honestly, you know, better quality. Definitely better quality chicken tenders because I got them from Butcher Box. And it tastes better. Like,
yeah.
We're crazy not to make these at home.
It's a win all around.
Yeah, okay, I gotta try the mess sauce. That little bit of like mustardy, horseradish, garlic.
Yeah.
I am speechless.
I know, but you know what I'm speechless about is the amount of flavor that the actual just chicken tenders have by themselves. It's not overpowering, it's just perfect.
Y'all are not even ready for this, okay? I don't think Bunky and I are even ready for this, but let me just tell you that we are the most excited Bunkies ever because I randomly had this idea. This was like several weeks ago, and I've been telling Bunky this for like weeks now, that you know how I love Mississippi all things, you know, and it's my favorite flavor combo of all. I was like, what else could I make Mississippi style that would be delicious? And I got to thinking and I'm like, I've never seen someone make a Mississippi cheeseburger, but I'm like, that sounds daggum delicious, like y'all even know. So we are so excited. We've never tried it. I've never seen anyone else do this, so we are gonna make Mississippi smash burgers right now with y'all, and we'll taste test it and try it together, and hopefully it's like awesome and our new favorite way to like make burgers. If not, we tried.
I feel like everybody can see me nodding my head back here as you were saying.
Well, he's nodding.
That.
He's like, yes. We're so excited. So anyways, let me show you how we're gonna make these. Okay, so of course we have our ground beef, and then to season them just like Mississippi flavor, all things, I'm gonna do a little bit of the Jus Gravy packet and a little bit of the ranch seasoning. This is so salty, so I feel like we don't need to add any extra salt, but I'll probably do like some black pepper. And I'm only gonna do about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half of this, because I don't want it to be overly salty. So I'm gonna go ahead and season our meat and get it into like nice round size balls for Bunky so that he can take them out to the Blackstone and smash them.
Bunky said she was going to do this part, but I didn't want her to get her little hands all dirty,
That's
you know.
sweet, Bunky.
I'm gonna let you do our
measurements over here.
Measurements. Although that's a risky move.
I know, because I'm not measuring anything. Okay, I'm just gonna do equal parts of the ranch and the Jus Gravy. Hand me a spoon, baby. Okay, I'm going to do like 1 tablespoon of the ranch. Don't you think that's good?
Yeah, between a scoop of that and a scoop of this au jus,
I think we're like,
I think we're gonna be well seasoned.
in business over here.
Oh yeah.
And see, that's not even like a whole
right
spoon. You know what? I am gonna
just a dash more.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
We'll just mix that up.
Get your black pepper going.
All my black pepper. And y'all know, if you've been around here, but he doesn't like to overwork the meat, so you gotta just gently incorporate this.
It's gonna be like a gentle toss.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking over the past couple of weeks while we've had this idea that we would put just maybe like a teaspoon or 2 of the pepperoncini juice in with the meat mixture.
Okay, so I actually want to do this because at first I was thinking I didn't want to do that because I was afraid that it would make like the meat mixture weird. I don't know, or like too juicy, if that makes sense, which I don't even know if that's possible. But then I was thinking, like, you put Worcestershire into like hamburger meat before you make a burger a lot of times. So same thing. So let's do it.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what too? That like au jus is kind of representing the Worcestershire flavor in here too. But I feel like I do think just like a little bit of the pepperoncini juice will be good.
I think it'll be good. Now I am going to use this pepperoncini juice again for this burger, but I think in here too will be just like, you know, carry the flavor throughout. I think that's good. More?
More.
Bunky was looking at me like, no. Okay, that's good.
All right. We just kind of let the meat break and do its thing in here.
Oh my gosh, my mouth's watering. Like, you don't even know the excitement level I feel for this.
You know what I just thought about?
What?
You remember the cartoon Doug?
Uh-huh.
Patty mayonnaise?
How do you think of things like this?
I don't know. It's just the mayonnaise is over here. I'm making a little hamburger. We're gonna make hamburger patties.
The things that come to your head, B.
Patty mayonnaise.
I used to love her though. Doug was actually one of my favorite cartoons. It's kind of nice having the grill in the carport because it's like nice and shaded.
It is.
It's actually very good lighting for the camera.
The other day, on Father's Day when I was grilling, I actually had it like out there right in the yard. And it was intense.
It was hot. We love a little bit of butter with our burger. That's really hard to say. So we just do a little dab and then just add our burger right on top. Now, as for the cheese for these burgers, I feel like you could use a variety of cheeses. And at first, I was thinking that we would do like provolone on this. Bunky said that he feels like Havarti would also be really good. So use whatever you want to. But I was like going down the aisle at the grocery store and I like stopped on the cheese aisle to kind of look around. And I saw the Kraft white American cheese slices. And I was like, that is it. Because I feel like that's going to be so ooey gooey, melty, cheesy, just like incredible and really make this burger. So that is what we're using. Now I'm of the mindset that like more cheese the better, so I feel like 2 slices per cheeseburger is the best way to go. Okay, while Bunky finishes our burgers and gets our buns toasted, I'm gonna like finish up the rest of our things. So I have some mayonnaise here, and to that I'm gonna add some of our pepperoncini juice. This is what we'll use like for our sauce. Let me just try and measure this out. I think I put a little too much juice to mayo and now it's like so thin, so I'm gonna add a little bit more mayo in here. Kind of thicken it up. Then I'm just gonna take like our actual pepperoncinis and just cut these like into little slices so we can pile these up on our burger. Okay, first of all, can we take a moment for the beautiful melty cheese my Bunky got on these burgers? Like, they look like absolute perfection.
So I did actually, I put the dome on top over those for like a couple minutes. When I pulled that dome off, I said to myself, Bunky has made the right call with these cheese choices. We leave cheese choices up to you from now on.
Thank you. I just knew that it would be like perfection. I am just like beside myself. I'm drooling. I cannot wait. So we're gonna go ahead and build our burger. I'm gonna go ahead and do just like a little sauce action.
Top and bottom?
On top and bottom. Okay.
Preach, girl.
Okay.
Preach.
Oh my word.
Wow.
Bunky, the drool, the excitement, the anticipation. I've thought about this for weeks. Like, you just don't even know. Yes, do you see this? Oh my gosh. Okay. Going down. Wow. It's almost like your little pepperoncinis act as like your pickles, you know?
Oh my goodness, yep.
Oh my word.
They're gonna cut through the richness of all that.
Oh my gosh, I'm drooling. Okay. And then you just mount that thing and you're done. Can you even?
Guess what I'm doing?
What? Double patty.
I'm going double patty.
I knew you were going to do that.
Big time over here.
Oh.
What?
Oh my gosh.
See, I feel like we can handle the double patty on this because, you know, aside from the pepperoncini, like everything's already in there. Not a lot of extra toppings being used. We can go double patty.
I'm going to let you taste test it first. I'm going to like give you the satisfaction since you grill the burgers. Wow.
You know how I like to make references about stuff and all that?
Yes.
For all my Christmas vacation fans out there, when Clark W. Griswold is about to cut into that turkey, I'm hoping that the turkey, okay, that's almost like a bad example because that turkey deflates, But what he says before he cuts into that turkey, that's how I'm feeling right now.
What's he say?
I think her name's Catherine. He's like, Catherine, if this turkey tastes half as good as it looks.
Oh, yes. Okay, well, I really hope this, like, you know, tastes.
Should I cut it in half?
No, just go in for
Just
it.
go straight in?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That is so good. It's almost like, I mean, it's Mississippi for sure, but it is like a cheesesteak burger.
No way.
This is fantastic. Oh my gosh. This is delicious.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I'm so excited.
Y'all, this is like a new fan favorite.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
See, I feel like sometimes simplicity is better. There's not too much fuss, not too much ingredients, so easy to make.
Mm-hmm. It's just like well balanced.
I'm so excited.
It is just like everything is harmonious. This is harmony. This might be the actual best version of Mississippi anything.
Bunky.
The pepperoncinis, like, I cannot explain. Like, I'll put jalapenos on a burger, but those pepperoncinis are magical.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I am shook to my core. I 1000% recommend that kind of cheese. It just makes it, okay?
It just gets everywhere.
The flavor of the burger is so perfect. It is not too salty. It is not overpowering. It is just like absolute perfection. This might be like one of my favorite cheeseburgers of all time, truly. And actually, there's a place, it's actually a food truck in Hilton Head. It's called Tin and Tallow. And whenever we're in Hilton Head, I will like find where they are and go to them because they really have like my favorite burgers ever. And before I took a bite of this, Bunky was like, you think you love Tin and Tallow, you're about to like lose it when you try this burger. It's better than Tin and Tallow.
It is.
I cannot believe in my little head I was just like, this would be so good, and it is like beyond good. I have been looking so forward to this recipe, you just have no idea. I saw this recipe, I saved it months ago. It is time we are gonna make it. Now this one went viral, and I have to tell y'all that I don't think I have ever tried to make any sort of pasta dish on the Blackstone, but that is changing today. We are making a Parmesan garlic cheese tortellini buttery steak veggie pasta.
Stop it.
Is this not crazy?
I'm actually, I was thinking a second ago.
I'm so excited.
I'm thinking that you're gonna kind of ruin me all over again with this one because there's like no way that this is not going to
It's gonna be insane.
Absolutely delicious.
Yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and prep the veggies for this. So I have a zucchini I'm gonna cut kind of like into bite-sized pieces. We're gonna put some little cherry tomatoes on there, and then we're also gonna do some onions for my Bunky to add to his. Now the way that we're gonna make this is using this Parmesan garlic sauce, and then I have this 5-cheese tortellini. Now if you have frozen tortellini, you can use that too. This one will also work just fine if you have the refrigerated kind. And then look at these beautiful steaks that we've had thawed. Do those not look amazing?
They look beautiful.
So good. So let me go ahead and get our veggies cut and prepped. You go get the Blackstone turned on, get it hot.
All right.
I'm so excited.
So you know how the original recipe used frozen tortellini?
Yes.
I think ours, because it's the refrigerated kind,
Yes.
it's gonna get such good
crust.
Like it's I almost think it's gonna remind me of like dumplings.
Yes. Also, do you remember like the salad that I love in Charleston that has the tortellini on it?
Oh yeah.
And they're like grilled on a flat top, you can tell, and it gives them just this like better added texture. I don't know how to describe it. It gives it like a little bit
of crunch
maybe on the outer exterior, and they're so good. So I know that's how these are going to be too. So it makes me even more like pumped to make this. So once Bunky gets these veggies on the grill, we're just gonna hit with like a little bit of oil, and then to season these, we'll just use some of the blend, so salt, pepper, and garlic. And then for the steak, we're just gonna like cook them as is, and Bunky will cut them up while they're cooking on the griddle. And to season these, we're gonna add a lot of butter because I feel like butter just makes steaks so much better. And then I'm gonna use some of this truffle, Parmesan, and black garlic. I thought that would be really, really good on them, and then we'll kind of like toss everything together once our tortellini finishes getting soft and cooked as well. Now y'all know I feel like the key to like cooking a great steak is just like dabbing them off and making them really dry, so when they hit the griddle they get like a great sear. Now for this pasta, when you put it on there, it's gonna need some moisture. So Bunky's gonna squirt it with some water, and then we're gonna dome it so that it kind of steams and gets soft in there. Is this not just like the greatest thing? Cook it all in one place.
Oh.
It's my favorite.
Ready for the magic?
Yes.
Actually, real quick, these steaks are ready to flip.
Okay.
Take a look at this.
Oh my word.
Give myself a little more room over here too.
Bunky.
Yep.
Dude, those look insane. That's the best looking steak ever.
They are going to be so good.
And then those shouldn't take long, just a couple minutes to kind of steam and get warm.
You know what's fun about this too?
What?
I can just be like this right here. And that stirs them around for us.
Do you want to add your tomatoes?
Mm-hmm.
Is it time?
I'm just going to add these over here with my little bit of onions.
Okay. You know how when I was a little girl, my papa would always make me steaks?
Uh-huh.
And he'd always let me have a little bite before everybody else's taste test, quality control.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to give me a little bite.
Oh.
I just had to buy the steak. It's phenomenal.
He found his way over there. You know what?
Add a little butter. Add a little butter. You know our pasta's done?
Oh, this one. Oh, no, that's butter.
Oh. You thought it leaked out?
I thought we had some cheese on the loose. Oh, we do. Look at that piece.
Oh, yes.
Mm.
I love how everything kind of like just came together at one time.
Oh.
Done or needs a minute?
We got to put our sauce on there.
I know.
Let's go ahead and put the sauce on.
Okay. All right. So just on your griddle and all, take your Parmesan garlic sauce, which we've made lots of crock pot meals with this sauce, and it's really good, or just like on wings. Bunky. That smells so good and looks so good.
Oh, this is wild, y'all.
It's wild.
This might overtake the homemade hibachi as your favorite griddle meal.
It really might. Oh, I almost
That or
forgot about
breakfast.
Yeah, almost forgot about our topping. Okay, so now we're just gonna take everything and pile it all together, mix it up, and this is done. So easy. And can you just imagine the flavor this is about to have?
Oh.
It's about to be insane.
This? I thought that pile of nachos looked good. You know,
I know.
Right here.
That's crazy. Okay, one more good drizzle of the sauce. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
I know who's excited.
This girl.
And this guy.
Okay, last but not least, tons of just like fresh parm right over the top. It's literally crazy.
Look at that. I mean, just look at how those, that's what we were going for.
Yes, this is crazy. I need us all to just take one moment of silence all together for the fact that this is probably gonna go down as one of the greatest griddle recipes, or recipes in general, that there ever was.
This has given me, not that I was lacking inspiration, but new inspiration to get out there on that griddle.
I'm telling you what,
Like,
I have never in my life.
I want to call this like, who knew that you could cook such amazing Italian food on the griddle?
Decadent.
Right?
I mean, you serve this at a party, first of all, on this platter, and it's just like beautiful. The presentation, amazing. You serve this at a party, people are gonna go wild.
I can't wait another second. Like, we got to try this.
And it's literally all in one place. Easy cleanup, comes together in like less than 30 minutes. It's crazy. It's the greatest thing.
Oh, this was like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Just top it off.
Yes.
Look at the tomatoes.
I know.
Y'all know my favorite thing
Is a warm
Is
tomato.
like a warm cherry tomato. These things are just little gems.
I'm like hardly letting you go first, okay? So I need you to give it to me. Tell me all the things.
I know I say this a lot, but can y'all see the tears of joy streaming down my face?
It's really amazing.
This steak with that cheese tortellini and that sauce is absolutely dreamy.
Oh, dreamy. Okay.
I mean, but then you got a little of the zucchini, onion, and tomato just to bring a little bit of extra flair.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. And that pasta on the griddle, steamed and then kind of getting that little crisp like brown,
Yeah.
is so good.
Is this one of your favorite ever?
This is for sure like at the top of the list.
Wow.
Like, we have got to make this on the regular.
Yes.
It is so good.
Like, I gotta try it. I'm actually sweating because I'm just like so excited.
I don't think you're prepared for what you're about to experience.
Oh my gosh. Okay, zucchini steak and tortellini.
That is so good.
Oh my word. Decadent, dreamy, packed full of flavor. It's that pasta, so it's like warm and cozy, hearty. The steak is so good. Then you add the veggies, so it's like a little bit of freshness. Wow. This is 1,000 out of 10. This is must try. This is like, put it on your menu this week. Wow, oh my goodness. Insane.
It is so good.
Bunky and I saw this recipe and we were like, yep, that is going in the appetizer video. I know pasta salad isn't necessarily an appetizer, but perfect party food, I feel like. And when you see what's in here, I don't even know if you call it a pasta salad. It's just scrumptiousness all around. And Bucky told me he's taking over this one. He wants to make it, so I'm gonna get behind the camera and let him take over.
Step one.
Step one.
Big bowl. Over here, y'all, we've already got our pasta all boiled up. The beautiful trumpets. Now those are still a little warm. We're gonna hope those cool
They're
off.
actually cool. They're actually cooled off now.
Oh, did they? Okay, good.
But look, the trumpets didn't like really hold.
Yeah, you know what these kind of remind me of now?
What? Like broken lasagna noodles.
noodles, yes. Oh, the box that we got is called sfoglini,
So green.
which I think they say it's trumpet pasta, but it also I think is like called little bells, like
Oh,
little
yeah,
bell
yeah,
pasta.
yeah.
So
Use whatever pasta you want, but we thought this one would be really good. This is what the lady who worked on the recipe, this is what she used, and that way all the goodness, the sauce, everything kind of get in there.
a lot of this is just I think you said it already. It's just like assembly.
Assembly, yeah.
Like not a lot of actual effort involved in this because you're literally boiling noodles, baking up a secret ingredient that we'll show you in a minute,
Yep.
and then like pulling stuff out of the refrigerator and pantry.
Okay, so you're gonna make the dressing first so we can kind of like marry together while we assemble. Okay, so show us.
So we got ourselves some olive oil here, and I think that with most dressings like this, like when you're making like a vinaigrette type dressing, I think it's usually like 2 parts of the oil to like 1 part of the vinegar.
And I just gotta say, the lady whose recipe that we are going off of, she did not measure anything, and I was like, yes, she is my kind of cook. So we don't have exact measurements. We're just eyeballing everything to kind of look the same way that she made it. But for this recipe, in the description box, I will try and like leave some measurements.
Come in here with some white balsamic vinegar.
See, Bunky and I have never cooked or used white balsamic vinegar, so we're excited to try this. I feel like it's gonna be delicious.
I might look for a little bit of your opinion on this.
Okay.
You think that's good?
I think because we're adding the other vinegar too.
Yeah, that was probably good.
Perfect.
Right?
Okay, the lady used red wine vinegar. We don't have any. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Oh.
The lady used red wine vinegar, but we don't have any, so I was like, we can just put a splash of apple cider vinegar, so hopefully that will be fine.
Well, we're going in with what I think is about the equivalent of 1 grated clove of garlic.
Okay.
And then the old standby, a little fresh ground black pepper. Ooh, this is fun too. This is that tricorn.
I know.
And then a little honey to sweeten things up around here.
Yeah. And then if y'all remember, we went shopping at Spade and Broom. We got this little container of the roasted garlic sea salt. I have been putting this on everything. It is amazing. So if you ever find it, get some. But this calls for like flaky sea salt, and I was like, oh, we're gonna do the roasted garlic to make it even better. So a little pinch of that.
That's all you put in.
You want a little bit more?
I feel like we need just a smidge more.
Okay, that's good. Oh gosh. Now, the lady did say to make sure you make this dressing in something that you can put a lid on because you want to shake it really good. Oh, it just looks beautiful.
The transformation there.
Like, look at this dressing. Bunky, this would be awesome just like on a salad. I feel like it needs more vinegar and more honey.
For sure.
I told Bunky since we have the hot honey, I'm gonna add just a little bit of that to give it, you know, even a little kick. I don't think will hurt anything.
Oh, you need more now.
Put more of the other honey in there.
Okay, we don't want to go too
crazy. I just tried that after like doctoring it up. It is delicious. Like the tang, the olive oil kind of like mellows it, but then you get that like salty, garlicky, just a little bit of sweet. It's so good. It is gonna make this pasta salad like perfection with all these other flavors.
What I really think that's gonna be so good about this is that we have arugula.
Yes.
And that brings just a little bit of that peppery punch.
I was thinking like this is gonna be one of my favorite parts because it's like fresh and bright, but a little peppery. Oh, so good.
You know what I'm laughing at right now?
What?
Look down here. She had a huge bowl, and I feel like we're already like overflowing. This is gonna be wild.
I think the bowl she was making this in is like would feed 40 people. Yeah, I mean, it was huge.
It would like fit. Well, golly, we're gonna be eating this stuff for days, and I'm excited about it. But then next, since we already got, I'm gonna get this off the cutting board here.
Okay. We
got some apple slices.
Now, I did try and like slice those pretty thin, and then I just cut them in half so they'd be like more bite size.
Some Kalamata olives that we've cut in half.
Yep.
Bunky took care of that for us. And one of her favorites, sun-dried tomatoes.
Don't you love Bunky's sarcasm?
There was just enough of those. I'll be able to find one every now and then.
Yeah, and I'm laughing because, you know, she also put thinly sliced red onion in hers.
Yeah, we completely nixed that.
Yeah, so if you want red onion, add that in here too, but yeah, I said no.
I would, I don't know that, like, honestly, so there's a lot of things that we make, and I feel like I'm sometimes kind of like, man, I wish the onion was in there. This, I actually don't think that I'm really gonna miss it that much.
Okay, good. I'm just, first of all, this is so beautiful already, and I can't believe we're gonna add so many more things to it. I am obsessed with pomegranates, and fun fact, every single Christmas in my stocking, my mom and dad get me a pomegranate.
Yeah, that's true. But what's gonna also be a fun fact, a fun occurrence right now, is us handling this pomegranate.
Because he's like, I don't know how to do
trying
this.
to get seeds out. The reward though.
The reward.
Probably more than we need. But like we said, whatever your favorite of all of these little toppings and assembly pieces in here are,
yes,
put as much of or little as those as you like.
That's right.
It's probably the most awesome ball of mozzarella that we've ever purchased.
Yeah.
With this.
Yeah, this is like a fresh ball of mozzarella, y'all.
I would love nothing more than to just like tear it. Should I just try and tear it?
Oh my goodness. Bunky, I'm about to just, I just want to take this and take a bite of like an apple.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do like that.
Yeah.
And then you want like
just little bite-sized pieces.
Like little cubies.
Yeah.
But see, like I wanted there it is. That's like the shred. Like I want some like shreddy edges.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
Tell us how
Bunky,
it is.
oh my goodness gracious.
It's good.
It's amazing.
Use all the cheese you want for this pasta salad, Bunky.
Yeah, y'all, this sauce is insane. I like just keep going back to it and dipping everything in it. I dipped an apple in there. It was so good. So also on this little salad, you're supposed to put Parmesan, but we don't have any. And I was like, wait, we do have feta. And at first I was thinking like kind of weird, but I think the feta is still kind of that like salty, briny. So I don't think it's gonna be weird because really feta with like olives and apples, sun-dried tomatoes, it really goes well. So we're gonna add a little bit of feta, but if you have Parmesan or would prefer that, do the parm and the mozzarella.
But you see what I have in my hand?
This is the star of the show.
The Italian form of bacon.
Okay.
A perfect bacon.
These are like big slices of prosciutto that we got from the deli. And then I put it in the oven at like 375 for what? Maybe 10 minutes? Not even that.
Yeah, probably not even that. Because it was so thin.
Y'all, it gets so crispy. It's amazing. Like I just want to eat this instead of put it in there. But oh my gosh.
This is one of the...
You see this?
Holy cow.
It's so crispy.
I gotta tell you. So you know how, like you can see it on here, how they have this edge? And you know how when it's, like before you put it in the oven, how that's like that like little like, say fatty type part? With this cooked, it's almost like a pork crackling.
I was thinking it was like a pork
rind.
rind. Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
It's like a pork rind ball.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
I can't believe you're about to let me have all this fun. I'm just gonna crunch it.
Wow.
Maybe try and leave some of the pieces bigger. But like you crunch that up.
Yes.
And then you got some big pieces, some little tiny pieces that are gonna be dispersed all the way throughout.
Are y'all shook at this thing yet? Like we were shook watching this recipe. Like, oh my goodness. It's just, it gets better and better. Like I know we have to toss this, but I almost don't even want to because it's so pretty. I don't want to like mess it up, but wowzers!
You can like prep it and then like wait until you're in front of all of your guests to do the tossing.
It's like whenever you go to a fancy restaurant and someone comes to your like tableside. Yes.
Tableside guac.
Or like when they make your like a Caesar salad beside your table.
Holy smokes.
I am drooling.
I need a bowl.
I need a fork.
There's nothing not to love about that. It's like everything. It's everything.
I don't even know what to say because every time I bite down, I get a different texture, a different flavor.
So many different textures.
Wow, like wow. The arugula, y'all, it makes it. It is so bright and fresh in there.
The dressing though, she wasn't kidding.
The dressing, all of it harmoniously, it's like, hallelujah. That's literally like what's going off in my head right now. If you make one thing this holiday season for your friends and family and yourself to enjoy, let it be this, because I am telling you, it is insane. All right, there you have it, our top 5 best recipes that we made last year. I will have all of these recipes linked down below for you guys. I hope you try them. If you do, let us know what you think. Also, don't forget to check out Thrive down below in the description box as well. We are looking so forward to spending this year with you guys. We are so excited for all the things that we have in store. We love you so much. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so that you can follow along with us. Give this video a thumbs up and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye y'all.